this week, we're gonna try to show you exactly how much you can make in just 1 week. I've got a new Top Step challenge, and my personal trading account is sitting at 14.5% current profit. So we're gonna see how much more we can grow that in just the next 5 days. I trade minimum contract sizes, so 1 micro on the NASDAQ, and that's it. That's all we're allowed to do. Can we make money in 1 week in order to pay for the entire month? So here's the new account, and we're currently in a short. We're also shorting on the personal account. Now what I use is dumb money concepts. So we see this 4 hour attempted to make a new high there. So I'm actually short while everyone on live stream was telling me to long because it was coming up. But I'm actually shorting into this. I'm fading this move because the higher time frames, the 8 hour and both the 4 hour, has told us using dumb money concepts that if this fails to make a new high, it must come back down here. So we're in a longer term swing sell, and if that goes, then with 1 micro, we're gonna make $400 profit or 4%. I'm embracing the dumb. That's why this is called dumb money concepts. You literally just look for levels. What are levels? Levels are candle bodies, okay? We don't use the wicks. The wicks are only for showing us if it attempted to make a new high or a new low, right? And if it does close beyond a level, it will continue in that direction. And if it fails to close beyond that level, it will go in the reverse direction. And that's literally it. When you combine that through multiple time frames, you can get a really good picture of what's gonna happen for the day, and I'm pretty much accurate every single day as proven on live stream.
Market is dumping right now. We had a failure on the highs there of yesterday. Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to capitalize on the short side. Was busy over the overnight session, and then I just closed things out before the market opened usually. We've entered a really big long here. 3 micros is actually not something I traditionally do, but we have these, you know, the previous week's area here and these range lows on the daily. So I'm playing that, you know, it does come up at least, and that'll be a decent profit if it does come up, but it is very high risk right now. So I am a little bit worried. Let's see how this thing plays out, because I am actually risking a very large amount of my portfolio right now. Okay, sweet. That trade worked out perfectly. I did close it out a little bit early. We made only $330 on it. We were able to get that long back up, and bloop in the morning. Now the market is at these all-time highs again, so I am going to be waiting just to see how the reaction is today, and then we can potentially take another trade depending on those closes. So far we're sitting at Monday negative 210, Tuesday negative 160 because that drop and I executed poorly, and then we had to wait overnight for a $330 profit on that pump. All right, next day market open, market's dumping down. I've been doing something that's really awesome. In the overnight session, I leave stink bids that allow me to get in really good entries. So at some point overnight, the market dumps, rallies back up. That's currently what's happening. It dumped down to a good level I wanted, and then it rallies back up, and then it get out in the market open, and then I trade throughout the day. So it gives you this really huge extra advantage over the market. You get one really awesome trade off the start. We are currently down for the week by about $100. We got today and tomorrow left. That's the nature of trading, is you might get a couple losing days in a row. If you're getting more than 2 or 3 losing days in a row, you should recheck your strategy, because you're probably not using a very effective strategy. With something like dumb money concepts, the most I ever lose in a row is 3 days in a row. I think that's the absolute max I've ever lost in a row this year so far. So the market did end up, you know, kind of ripping up off of a couple levels. I was able to add in and trade this range for a little bit, and we're leaving 1 trade running. So total this week, we have 1 more day in the week. So we're at $210 so far for the week. To make 2% in a week is banging. I think that's really awesome. So Friday, extra day, glory day, we're gonna let that 1 extra trade run, see if it can continue up. Market is doing super well. So if we can make 3% in a week, that's the goal. So tomorrow I'm just gonna shoot for a little bit more, and then we can call it a week. Oh, I fucked up really bad. One little mistake can destroy you in trading. Yesterday's long, I forgot to close, and Friday dumped massively hard. All God honest truth is, this is the truth of trading, is I threw away everything that I've made the past month. I'm just logging in, see the dump here. I gotta go again. And you can see how insane this dump is. If you leave something running, you need to have an emergency stop somewhere. Usually I just wake up and I close. The entire day dumped so incredibly hard. I quite literally lost everything that I had just made over the past month. We're down back to break even, slightly below break even even. Now the thing with a prop firm is, in a case like this, all you do is you blow the account and then you restart. With a personal account, if you mess up, you blow everything. So the personal account is so much riskier. Now mind you, this flush gives us an opportunity to start looking for better longs, because most likely market's gonna come back up just as volatile as it dumped, because it's just more volatility in the market. Unless this is the start of a large bear market, market, which is, not proven yet, but the week did close super bearishly. So we need to see how things come up on Monday. But this is really bad for somebody who needed to possibly survive. Luckily, these personal accounts should not be used for survival. They should only be used for growing your wealth, and then over time, averaging less and less risk for each trade so that these major dumps don't affect you as much. Despite making, 10% a month, one mistake will blow away all of your profits from 1, 2, 3, 4 months. It could even potentially, right? So you have to be so vigilant with trading, be so cautious, and that's why I love prop firms.